Seeking happiness is an illusion. Hey, I'm Ray, and today I'm sharing the insight that completely changed how I view life and revealing the truth. Today I'm sharing not just that from the greatest teachers, but the exact moment my entire understanding of happiness shattered into something far more powerful. Picture this. I'm sitting in my luxury apartment, huge windows overlooking this incredible sunset across the lake towards the New York Adirondack Mountains. And I had a newly purchased sports car, everything I worked for years to achieve, finally mine. And I felt emptier than I'd ever felt in my entire life. I can remember this moment like yesterday because that's when I changed everything. Today I'm going to show you exactly why the happiness we're all chasing is actually the very thing keeping us miserable. And really more importantly, how to access something far more valuable that's been right here all along. The illusion exposed. Here's what hit me that day by the lake. I'd done everything right according to society's playbook. More money meant more comfort, right? Better toys meant more joy. Nicer apartment meant more satisfaction. The perception of your status. But sitting there with everything I thought I wanted, watching that sunset, gratitude did wash over me, but it didn't last very long. I couldn't shake the feeling of regret and loneliness. The funny thing about making more money, you really spend more money. You get more demanding job, more responsibilities. Your relationships become more complicating and you have less time for everything. The target just keeps moving. Every single person watching this has their own version of this story. Maybe it wasn't a luxury apartment. Maybe it was finally getting that promotion, that relationship, or the degree. The goal that you had set for yourself, some follower count, it doesn't matter. And then you had a feeling of emptiness, that empty feeling of shame. You said, is that it? The pattern we're trapped in. When I was younger, I had this basic VHS recorder that I was pumped about. I was filming my friends skateboard, breakdancing, anything that we were into at the time. Then I saw my rich friend then, and he had a new digital camera with this incredible lens. And thought, if I just had that, my films would be better. And fast forward 20 years and I have a library of books, software, drones, cameras, technology, an entire arsenal of creative tools. I was certain I would unlock my success and happiness. Each purchase came with a little bit of dopamine hit. This promise that this was the missing piece. But here's the pattern I was trapped in. We're not broken, we're not weak. We're operating exactly as we've been programmed to operate in this consumer world that profits from our perpetual dissatisfaction. That life will be better once we get X. Think about it. What's your pattern? What's the thing you wanted at 10 years old, at 20, and at 30? Notice how the target kept moving. That's not a problem with you or in the system. That's the system working perfectly. The neuroscience of never enough. Society has been evolving faster than our brains. Researchers at Harvard found that our minds wander 46% of the time we're awake. Nearly half of our lives we're not even present. We're either anxious about the future or ruminating on the past. When scientists studied the brain, they couldn't find a self anywhere. What they found instead was regions creating the illusion of separate self that needs protecting, improving, and decorating with achievements and possessions. The parietal lobe in your brain creates boundaries. When you ends and the world begins. When this region is damaged or quiets down, people literally can't tell where their body ends and our chairs begin. They experience themselves as part of everything. This happens to you every morning. When you first wake up, there's just awareness, a body in bed. Then memory kicks in and suddenly you're someone with problems to solve, happiness to chase, a life to improve. The social media amplifier. That was the moment I understood that social media hadn't created a comparison trap, it had simply weaponized it. Every scroll is a reminder of what you don't have, who you're not, what you're missing. It feeds you bits of stimulus so you don't have to find and create it yourself. The platforms are literally designed by professionals with one goal: keep you on the platform at all costs, seeking the next piece of content. The happiness paradox. Scientists discovered something shocking. People who explicitly pursue happiness become less happy. The more you chase it, the further it runs. It's like looking directly at the sun, stare at happiness head on, and it damages you. But break it into components. Happiness is movement, an upward spike that guarantees a downward crash. Like dropping a stone in a still lake, The ripples go both up and down. You can't have one without the other. I have a secret location hidden in Vermont where I grew up on a cliff edge overlooking Lake Champlain. Years ago, I had been going through it, and I remember I drove there to that spot, and what I now realize was probably an anxiety attack. But once I got up there, when I sat down at this beautiful location, I just stopped and cried. But something incredible happened. A wave of release moved through my entire body. I wasn't happy. My life was in peace. I was calm, content in that moment. And that's when I understood the difference. Happiness needs reasons, places to go. Peace doesn't. Happiness depends on circumstances. Peace exists regardless of them. Peace is the lake without ripples. Last year, I was pumping gas when I noticed this old Tacoma in pristine condition. The owner, probably in his late 70s, lit up with joy when I complimented it. Broken English, he told me he'd been the only owner and he loved the truck. He explained how he met his wife with the truck and they went on road trips together. Then he said something that I'll never forget. Treat yourself and your things well and you will be rewarded for it. His smile in that moment, this wasn't something chasing happiness. This was gratitude. This was someone who found something deeper, not trying to upgrade to a newer truck, not comparing his Toyota to my car, just pure appreciation. That random interaction shifted my entire state. Not because I was trying to be happy, but because genuine gratitude had created a connection between two strangers that transcended our separate seeking selves. The RAIN method for emotions. When difficult emotions arise, and they will, of course, there's a systematic approach from Eastern philosophy called RAIN. First, recognize what you're feeling. I'm anxious. I'm lonely. I'm frustrated. Just name it without judgment. Second, acknowledgement. It's there. Don't push it away. Yes, loneliness is here right now. You can only change what you're connected to. Third, investigate with curiosity. Why is this arising? What triggered it? Is there something from the past influencing this? Fourth, non-identification. You're not the emotion. You're the awareness observing it. Like a movie playing on a screen, the emotion is temporary. You're the screen that remains. This isn't about eliminating negative emotions. It's about changing your relationship with them. The emotion might still be there, but the suffering around it dissolves. We're all teachers of each other. Often the people who irritate us the most provide us the greatest insights for growth. Here's the secret of happiness illusion. Recognizing it doesn't instantly free you from it. You'll still feel the pull. You'll still catch yourself planning the next achievement, purchase, or experience that will complete you. But now you'll notice it. And in that noticing, there's freedom. When the mind projects happiness onto some future moment, you'll catch it. There's the seeking mechanism activating. The practical shift. So what do you actually do with this understanding? First, stop treating happiness as a goal. It's a byproduct, not a target. Like sleep, the harder you try, the more elusive it becomes. Second, invest in presence, not progress. Progress assumes you're incomplete and you need to get somewhere. Presence recognizes you're already whole and need only to realize it. Third, practice gratitude for what it is, not what it could be. That gentleman with the old Toyota had it right. Appreciate what's here, maintain it well, and richness emerges from depth, not accumulation. And fourth, when making decisions, ask, am I choosing this from a lack or from overflow? Are you trying to fill a hole or express fullness? The paradox of letting go. The cosmic joke is that everything we seek through external pursuit becomes available the moment we stop seeking it. Stop chasing happiness, and joy arises spontaneously. Stop demanding love, and connection flows naturally. Stop grasping for security, and peace establishes itself. This isn't giving up or becoming passive. It's recognizing that the very act of seeking creates the sense of separation from what you're seeking. You don't need to seek water when you realize you're already swimming in the ocean. Right now, in this moment, you have everything needed for complete fulfillment, not in your circumstances, but in your awareness of this moment. The breath moving through your body, the sounds around you, the space between your thoughts. This is where peace lives, not in some future achievement, but in the present awareness. You can return to seeking tomorrow if you want. The gain will be there. But for just this moment, what if you stop? What if you recognize that the happiness you've been seeking was never outside waiting to be found, but inside waiting to be uncovered? Investigate your own experience. Notice when you're happiest. Is it in getting or in being? Notice when you're most at peace. Is it in achieving or in accepting? Notice when you feel most alive. Is it in pursuing or in present? The answers are already within your experience. You don't need a teacher or a book or anything to tell you what you already know in the depths of your being. The truth revealed isn't that happiness doesn't exist. It's that happiness we seek externally is a pale shadow of the peace available internally. Stop seeking happiness. Start recognizing the peace that's already there. Start recognizing the peace that's already here. The illusion of seeking happiness has been revealed. The truth is simpler than we imagined and closer than we dared hoped. It's here, it's now, it's you. Not the you that seeks, but the you that sees. Welcome home. Let's continue on the journey. Click here to discover your true purpose, your North Star.